I went out on a little ride today with the guys. Had to go to a customer's house to look at some repairs, see how they get a road up, what all he needed, get some pictures, idea of everything that was needed. Got that done. Ended up going to another customer's house that had to have some mud sanded and remudded. Got a flat trailer tire. And then we ended up going for a little joyride up into Watkins Glen, New York. Beautiful area. Lots of waterfalls, the big lake. Check out a customer's site for setting a home. So, then get back to the shop about 1:30. Had to get a permit rounded up for tomorrow. Guys are bringing a house back from the manufacturer to his site. And of course, dealing with PennDOT is a joy. Not. They wanted to fight on every little detail. There's a lot of construction going on, so you got to have your special permits for all that shit. Excuse my language. For all that stuff. So you have access to get through things. Normally one permit will work. Construction permit will work for the other. The homes were 2 inches shorter or longer, 2 inches wider or narrower. I used the wider one, and they refused the narrow one because the measurements were off. If you're going to let the wide one go through, why not let the narrow one go through? That's just the joys of writing permits. You deal with all that shit. Excuse my language again. But I understand everybody has a job to do, but it just sucks when you're crunching at the last minute to get these permits. We actually planned on hauling that house on Thursday, but due to the construction, they say you only can travel one way this day, one way that day, because of narrow restrictions. So tomorrow we had to make the move for this home due to how wide it is. It's actually 14.9 wide, which is classified under a 16 wide home when you're hauling them, which requires more escorts and all the fun stuff. A lot of legal jargon. So I'm gonna go through town, stop and get some gas. I might even just wait until I get to town where I live to buy some gas. I don't know. Gotta make another trip back to Lowe's. We went last night to get supplies for our blueberries. I picked up 3/4 couplings, and I picked up a 1/2-inch curved T, like a 90 T. Wife looks at me, "What are you doing? This lady's gonna get run over. You got 2 different sizes in your hand, this and that, yada yada." And so I put 3/4 down, grabbed 1/2-inch couplers. Lo and behold, it takes 3/4. So I was right from the get-go. Oh well. So I was picking on her the rest of the night, putting everything else together. We actually got to get one more bag of mulch because I was actually going to stop on my ride home to grab them 3/4-inch couplers and T, so I could. I already got my lunch pail across the back of the bike, so I didn't feel like wrestling it. So I guess I'm going home, meet the wife. The nice part is I'll get to switch over to some shorts, get changed out, come back up to Lowe's. Need to take the daughter clothes shopping. She has something to do tomorrow. She has to be dressed for a certain era. I don't see how the schools can make that stuff mandatory when they're not footing the bill for the clothes. But you know dang well it's going to be part of her grade. When my daughter's only going to wear the clothes once. That's where it irks me. Make them buy this special stuff when they're only going to wear it once and throw it away. So like say the guys are going to bring that home back, I'm gonna have to meet them out towards the customer's site with our gizmo to be able to move the house into the driveway. So, but they're taking off at 4 in the morning, so they should be back up here around 11, 12 o'clock where they gotta be. So that'd be my afternoon, pretty much going out there and helping them, which I don't mind. I got some errands to do in the morning. Gotta go pick up some supplies for the guys, bring them back, get them put away in the shop. Had to sand some mud there, like I said. Now I'm all covered in it. Once you start sweating, it sticks to you and don't come off. Used to be New York State gas was always more than the PA gas. Now we're about 20, well, it was $3.53 up there. We're $3.80 down here in PA. So 30 cents, a little less than 30 cents, 27 cents difference. It's crazy. Then you go along up there and all their stores match pricing down, and I'm talking the same company, producer of the gas or seller, however you want to look at them, franchise. You come down here, that same franchise, one town is this price, next town 10 cents cheaper. But up there, all their stores ran the same price. So big Memorial Day coming up. I'm not sure what we're doing. Definitely not camping. I don't trust the weather that much yet. Need to get my air mattress and my fire maple ordered, cooking pot off Amazon, I think, where I'm going to order. And then I think I'll be ready to rough it, motorcycle camping at that point. I gotta get a couple dishes and stuff to take with me, but other than that, I can always pack paper plates to take with me and you know, burn them in the campfire or whatnot if we have one. So it's not that I can't go without, you know, but some washable utensils and plates and cups would be nice just to have. I think other than that, besides the basic necessities, toilet paper and all that fun stuff, which you can just randomly grab out of your house and not tell your wife, would be good to go for our first trip. Not sure where, but we will go somewhere. Probably be just for a night, just to try things out. You know you're going to forget things, but part of the trip, part of the adventure. I'd like to get the boat out and hit the lake at least once this year. Keep talking about it, never make it over. Just seems like you ain't ever got enough time in your schedule. Boys' official game, last game was last night. So he is all done with baseball. Daughter tried out for All-Stars. Have not heard word back on that yet. Guess there's 14 players showed up. They're taking 11 or 12 players to make a team. So may or may not make it. She believes she did pretty well, so hope for the best. But tonight we're hoping to get the blueberries and all that. Bought some rough cut to put in my berries. They were only $15 for a 2x10x16 rough cut. So I think that's what we're going to be making our garden raised beds out of. Try to get that stuff done.